Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wolverines' offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
Coming out aggressively. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Feeling some heat. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking down the middle. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
He's got him wide open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Gets it out quickly. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make... Good pickup there on first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Brings up third down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Try to get it to the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football. And
After... Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State. This offense starts deep in a hole. Comes out throwing on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll line up for a second down play.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
Number 16 in punt formation.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for. Ball is at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal as they look for the first score of the day. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. A real mark. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from...
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing a unique team put together just for this situation. Let's toss it to our guys in the booth for the call.
He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports.